way for the first of 3 qualifying races. First of 4 qualifying races. Unbelievable car count in this division this year. That'll be Josh Shantz out of St. Agatha in the Cal Tire Nicholson Realty Ride. His outside the Ohsweken Speedway 68. That is Aaron Turkey. Row 3 and the Mike Eric Dodge number 8. That is the Hurricane Hannah Ferrel. And to the outside, the 87X of Sean Evans, last week's winner out of Scotland. Then you've got Lofton Schutz in the 10. And the 19, Gores Landing's Brandon Merle, ready to take the green flag as they go down into corner number 1. Green flag waving on this first heat race for the Strickland's GMC Crate Sprintcars. Eric McGlone with the early advantage, the outside row front starting spot to his advantage as he will pace the field to the first lap as DJ Christie and Aaron Turkey going at it for the second spot.
Lucas Oil Products heat race number 1 going down the backstretch with McGlone your leader, Christie in that second spot, Aaron Turkey running third. A good fight now for fourth, Shantz and Ferrel. Shantz now will clear the 8 machine, and now the winner from 1 week ago will work on the back end of the 8.
Yeah, Sean Evans on the outside looking in right now in that 6th spot. The 87X machine has some work cut out for him as he'll look to race forward. And Aaron Turkey now gets underneath DJ Christie as they reach the halfway point. 3 down, 3 to go. Turkey trying to wrestle the second spot away.
McGlone doing a nice job up in front in that number 6M. DJ Christie running in second. Aaron Turkey is right there though, and here comes Josh Shantz. He'll slip up a lane. Work to the outside of Turkey off of 4.
Shantz with a good run down the front straight, trying to take the 3rd spot away as they race off of corner number 2. Has to think about a different line this time. Going to try the top again in corner number 3, but Aaron Turkey right through the middle of the racetrack, and now Shantz trying to turn it underneath him as the white flag waves for Eric McGlone.
Final time around at Lucas Oil Products heat race number 1. McGlone your leader, Christie doing a nice job holding on to second with the veteran Aaron Turkey right in tow. Coming to the checkered flag, the win will go to Eric McGlone in the 6M. DJ Christie will be second, third, Aaron Turkey, 4th, Josh Shantz, 5th is Hannah Ferrel. That nose wing flopped right over on the 8 machine. 6th will go to the 87 of Sean Evans. Then it's Lofton Schutz and Brandon Merle. Completing Lucas Oil Products heat race number 1, your winner in car number 6M out of Union, the Wilson's Better Used Montana Skyjack number 6M of Eric McGlone. And the winner took an extra lap. That is usually not a good thing when you take an extra lap. You usually have to go tail. Second qualifying heat ready to make its way out. Hansen. And on the outside out of Caledonia in the Burger Barn Ohsweken Construction 55, it's Mikey Bobby, Mike Thorne. Row number 4 on the inside out of Cortland, the Service Equipment CarQuest Tirecraft 44 is Cody Day. And lining up on the outside will be the 52S, the Vibrant Farms ride of Jake Sheridan. Second qualifying heat brought to you by Klotz Automotive. 6 laps the distance in the second qualifying heat. 8 more cars. Green flag flies, and they're on it down into corner number 1. Brian Anacoke looks to the outside of Jesse McDonald. That opens the door for Jerry Hill.
Side-by-side battle for that second spot. Hill will take it from Nanacoke into corner number 3, but are leading the field back to the stripe here on lap number 1 is the 88 of Jesse McDonald.
McDonald, your leader. Hill in second, Nanacoke in third, and it's Thorne right now 4th. Josh Hansen, your top 5.
Field sorting itself out single file here early on. Nanacoke hard into corner number 4 as he tries to wrestle that second spot back from Jerry Hill's number 49 machine, trying to make up some lost ground, but he's got Mike Thorne to deal with here in the 55.
Jesse McDonald, last year's champion, last year's Rookie of the Year, out in front with 3 laps complete, 3 to go in this qualifying heat, brought to you by Klotz Automotive out of Cambridge. He's got a good distance over. Jerry Hill in second and Brian Anacoke in third.
Corners 1 and 2, a little bit tricky up on the top side of the racetrack there as drivers trying to hit the little bit of a cushion that is up there, but it's definitely a little bit more difficult than it looks as the 88 of McDonald will come to the white flag this time off of 4. One more trip around for Jesse McDonald in the 88 machine, the Renway Energy Ride. Jerry Hill solidly in second. Nana Koch right there in third. And Thorne really not able to gain on the top three in that 55.
Final time down the back straightaway for the entire field as McDonald will come off of corner number 4 to the checkered flag. He will pick up Klotz Automotive Heat Race number 2. Jerry Hill second. Brian Nanakoke third. Mike Thorne will be fourth. Josh Hansen will round out the top 5, followed by Cody Day and Alan Gilletta and Jake Sheridan, who took the car off there with 2 laps to go, rounds out the field.
Don't forget to get those 50-50 tickets. The sellers going through the stands in the bright pink T-shirts will flag them down and get in on tonight's draw. Don't forget to get your souvenir programs as well, as at intermission we'll be announcing the prize winners for that as well, as we bring out our third qualifier. Melbourne is the 5D of Jacob Dykstra. Third qualifying heat, again brought to you by Creative Edge Signs and Graphics. One more qualifier left to come. A.J. Lewis, Trevor Young on the front row. A.J. Lewis, all-time winner in the Street Stock Thunderstock division here at Ohsweken Speedway. Many a wins that I can remember him pulling down on the front stretch, and here he is behind the wheel with a Crate Sprint car. And he'll lead them down into corner number 1 in that Miska Trailer Factory number 3. Trevor Young in tow as they go down the back stretch.
The gunslinger Ryan Hunsinger with an early move from 5th up to the 3rd spot, but it is A.J. Lewis in the number 3 who leads the opening lap. Trevor Young in the 2nd spot, but Hunsinger right there battling on the bottom side of the racetrack. Young holding serve, though, up on the top side.
And here comes Jacob Dykstra, as I mentioned, starting in the back. Not going to stay there for long. He's up to 4th as he'll work by Liam Martin. He'll set his sights now on Trevor Young and the gunslinger, Ryan Hunsinger.
Good couple of rookie drivers battling it out for the 4th spot there. We'll go to Jacob Dykstra as we work on lap number 3. Hunsinger on the move trying to come after A.J. Lewis as they get the halfway sign from starter Kyle McKenzie.
Lewis, your leader, but here comes the gunslinger getting a good run on the bottom. They'll drag race into corner number 3. Hunsinger will slice it right down to the very bottom along the wall, but Lewis gets a good run off of 4 and keeps the lead at the line.
There's definitely some bite up on the top side of the racetrack at both ends of the speedway. Hunsinger on the bottom, though. He gets the better of Lewis this time off of corner number 2, has the advantage into corner number 3. The white flag comes out this time off of 4.
One more trip around for the gunslinger with Lewis right there in 2nd, Young running in 3rd. Jacob Dykstra remains in that 4th position as he tries to close in on a top 3 finish.
Final time through corners 3 and 4 in heat race number 3, presented by Creative Edge Signs and Graphics. It goes to Ryan Hunsinger, A.J. Lewis, Trevor Young, Jacob Dykstra, and Dan Nanakoke rounding out the top 5. Then Liam Martin and Mike Bell rounding out your finishing order.
So your winner of Creative Edge Science and Graphics Heat Race number 3 out of Stouffville, the Transport Sales and Service 43H. It's the gunslinger, Ryan Hunsinger. So we get ready for our 4th and final qualifying heat. This one brought to you by Leach Performance Engines, starting on the pole in this one. Okay, this is the right. So only 5 cars make the call. Davey Boughton did not make the call, nor did Matt Hill. So the inside row moves up, especially Jesse Cossey. He went from starting 7th to 3rd. He's pretty happy that Boughton and Matt Hill did not show up.
We'll see what he can do with it here as he races to the inside of Mac DeVan on the opening 2 corners. Falls back to the 3rd spot. Now DeMan going to come after Connor Mahoney for the race lead. It's a 3-car battle for the lead off of corner number 4 to complete lap number 1.
Jesse Costa has been Mr. Heat Race win this year. I believe he's got 3 on the season already, and here he comes. As Mac DeMan has some troubles up in corner 2, and that gives way for the top 3 to get away from him.
Yeah, Holly Porter able to move up a spot into the top 3, and now Costa has taken the lead from Connor Mahoney. He will lead lap number 2.
Mahoney on the outside, but Costa has the lead going down the backstretch. This time battle will be halfway with Costa your leader. Mahoney there in 2nd. Holly Porter 3rd. Mac DeMan trying to track them down.
Halfway home now for Costa, has led the last 2 laps. Mahoney up on the top side of the racetrack in corners 1 and 2, trying to reel in the number 52 machine, but he's got to deal with Holly Porter right now. She's got the bottom lane working off of corner number 4. Mahoney holds the spot right now as we get 2 laps to go.
Costa, your leader. Here's Mahoney, DeMann, and Porter all right there running for that second spot, and they are not far back from the leader. White flag is out in Leach Performance Engines heat race number 4.
Costa is clear by about 5 car lengths right now. Holly Porter slices into that in corner number 1. She'll take the second spot away from Mahoney decisively that time. They'll race down the back straightaway and into corner number 4. It'll be a checkered flag this time for Jesse Costa, getting another heat race win. Holly Porter second, and at the line, Connor Mahoney holds on to the third spot over Mac DeMann. Paul Ballantyne will round out the top 5.
Just as much as they don't want you to do that extra lap, they do not want you to head straight to the pits after the checkered flag flies, as Costa kind of stacked the field up there in corner number 2. So he gets spoken to there over the one-way radio.
That's a polite way of putting it. Yeah, drivers in the Sprintcar divisions.
So if you have a winning program number, please go to the main entryway. We apologize for that. The sellers are not at the base of the flag stand. So if you have one of the winning programs, go to the main entryway to claim your prize. We'll get the fan appreciation numbers here in just a moment as we get ready for the B main for the Strickland GMC Crate Sprintcar Divisions. Ready to come to the start with Hannah Ferrel and Dan Nanakoke on the front row. Sean Evans, last week's winner, and Liam Martin back there in row 2. Lofton Schutz, Mike Bell, row 3, and Brandon Merle back there by himself in the 7th starting spot.
Greg, the first of 2 B mains this evening, so the top 2 drivers in each B main are going to transfer to the main event. Hannah Ferrel with the early jump into number 8 machine. It's Brian Nanakoke's number 15 machine that slides into, Dan Nanakoke's number 15 that slides into the second spot, and right behind him, last week's winner, Sean Evans of the 87X on the outside looking in for the moment.
Ferrel, your leader, Nanakoke there in second, Evans running third. Schutz and Martin going at it, 2 of the younger drivers in the division right now in 4th and 5th, and Martin has problem. Big flames out of the back end of the 29 of Liam Martin. He'll come to a stop up in corner number 4, trying to get out of the car here, and he is out, rolling on the ground, still flame underneath the car. Scary sight for Liam Martin up in 3 and 4. That car slowed very quickly, and then the flames erupted shortly thereafter.
That was impressive for a 14-year-old driver to get that car stopped without hitting anything and spun very quickly and quietly in the middle of turns 3 and 4.
Well, I just want to get a quick word with him so his friends and family know it's okay. Liam, you're okay?
Yep, all good.
Scary wreck for a youngster here. His spryness certainly held out. How about it, 14 years old, ladies and gentlemen? Liam Martin A-OK here, and that car burst into flames like I've not seen in a long time, possibly a fuel line or something coming off. Car's all right. Liam covered in extinguisher powder here, but A-OK still nonetheless. How about a huge...
And Evans running third. Schutz and Martin going at it, 2 of the younger drivers in the division right now in 4th and 5th, and Martin has problem. Big flames out of the back end of the 29 of Liam Martin. He'll come to a stop up in corner number 4, trying to get out of the car here, and he is out, rolling on the ground, still flame underneath the car. Scary sight for Liam Martin up in 3.
Greg, that's a crazy weekend of racing in the Niagara region. We can touch on that later.
Absolutely. Green flag goes in the air. Hannah Ferrel, your leader, with 2 laps on the board. Dan Nanakoke right there in second in the 15. The 87 of Sean Evans right now running third. Lofton Schutz. Oh, he gets really sideways in corner 3.
Now Evans all over the back bumper. The Nanakoke 15 will try and go to the top side in corner number 1. Evans right up over the cushion that time and trying to find his way by the 15. He's on the outside looking in for a transfer spot.
Yeah, Evans on that outside line. Here he comes, ducking down low across the stripe. Cross flags in the air. 4 laps are on the board for leader Hannah Ferrel. Evans to the inside of Nanakoke. He'll shoot by into second.
Could tell Evans wanted to slide up in front of him in corners 1 and 2. Didn't have the momentum to do so. He drag raced them down the back straightaway, and Nanako's not going away. He's going to fight back on the top side, this time through corners 1 and 2.
Pretty incredible run here for Dan Nanakoke. He may be a rookie in this division, but he's giving the winner from 1 week ago a run for his money. 2 laps left to go for the Hurricane, Hannah Ferrel.
Yeah, she sees 2 laps to go this time into corner number 1 and has about a 5-car length advantage over Sean Evans, who has found his line and found a little bit of momentum to drive that number 87X machine up to the 2nd position.
White flag goes in the air for Hannah Ferrel, your leader. Sean Evans, 2nd. Dan Nanakoke right now running in 3rd. Then it's Lofton Schutz, Brandon Merle, and Mike Bell.
Down the back straightaway for the final time goes the Hurricane. Hannah Ferrel drops it to the bottom side of corner number 4. She will race to the checkered flag and pick up the win. And B main number 1. Sean Evans will be 2nd. Dan Nanakoke 3rd. Lofton Schutz will take 4th. Brandon Merle races to 5th. Mike Bell will round out the field in the 6th and final finishing position, as Hannah Ferrel and Sean Evans will transfer to the Strickland's GMC Crate Sprint Car main event.
Yeah, plenty of lightning off to the distance, but it's a Hurricane at the front of the field in this one, as the Hurricane Hannah Ferrel picks up an impressive win over Sean Evans. So we get ready for the 2nd B main for the Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Car Division.
Starting on the pole for B main number 2 out of Beamsville, the J&E recovery number 88H is Josh Hansen. To his outside out of Brantford, the Roxy's Tap and Grill number 9 of Paul Ballantyne. Going off of the 3rd spot, car number 44 to Cortland is Cody Day. To his outside, the 8H of Matt Hill, he is out of Ohsweken. In the 5th starting spot, the 22 junior of Al Gilletta out of St. Catharines. And 6th on the field, the number 52S out of Mount Bridges, that is Jake Sheridan. Green flag. Top 2 drivers will transfer to the main event. We are underway with Strickland's GMC Crate Sprint Car B main number 2.
Last chance to get into the big dance right here for the Crate Sprint Cars, and it's Ballantyne and Hansen at the front of this one. The raw rookie in the 88 and the veteran, the 9 of Paul Ballantyne, former runner in the 360s.
Hansen drops to the inside of corners 1 and 2. Ballantyne through the middle of the racetrack has a little bit of momentum, and now they go side by side. Oh, and Hansen got a little sideways off of corner number 2. He had to back out of the throttle. That's going to give Paul Ballantyne the bottom lane through corners 3 and 4. And now here comes Cody Day on the move.
Yeah, very impressive run by Cody Day on the outside of 4. He'll grab the 2nd spot away from Hansen. Now makes the charge on Ballantyne. He'll grab the lead down the backstretch.
Wow, Cody Day with a bullet move off of corner number 3 last time, and then drove by 2 cars to take the lead. Here as we come to the line, will complete lap number 3.
Precipitation beginning to fall a little bit heavier, so we'll keep an eye on that on the racing surface with Cody Day leading the way. Cross flags going up in the air for your leader, Cody Day. Josh Hansen right there in that 2nd spot. Paul Ballantyne in 3rd.
The driver out of Cortland, Ontario, Cody Day, pacing the field right now as Josh Hansen has worked his way back up into the 2nd spot in that number 88H machine. Then it's Paul Ballantyne in 3rd, Jake Sheridan in 4th, Matt Hill in the 5th spot, and Al Gilletta in the 6th position. Cody Day completes lap number 5. He's got 3 to go.
Impressive run for the 44 opening night. Sent that car over on its top wing and has had to do some catch-up ever since, but right now leading the way in the 2nd B main. 2 laps left to go for Day.
Top 2 drivers have pulled away from the rest of the field as Jake Sheridan looks to the inside of Paul Ballantyne for the 3rd position, but it's Cody Day who will see the white flag ahead of Josh Hansen. Those 2 drivers comfortably into transfer positions, but they've still got 3/8 of a mile to go.
Final time down the backstretch for Cody Day, your leader. Josh Hansen in 2nd. Checkers will fall. Day gets the win in the B main. Hansen comes home in 2nd. Paul Ballantyne in 3rd. Jake Sheridan 4th, and it's the 8 of Hill and the 22 of Gilletta. So that concludes B main qualifying for the Crate Sprint Car Division.
Well, Greg, as you can see, a little bit of precipitation, as you mentioned, still flowing here. I mean, it wouldn't be a Friday night lately if we didn't have to battle Mother Nature. Seems every week we are having to make contingency plans. A couple of things we do, just so the fans will know.
Lucas Oil, number 4 to Mississauga, it's Mac Demand. Road number 9, your cars from the B main. And the Mike Yerrick Dodge, BCG Electrical number 8, it's the Hurricane Hannah Ferrel out of Vanessa, Ontario. At her outside,
In the J&E recovery, number 88H, that is Josh Hansen out of Beamsville. And then we've got Sean Evans in the Nathan Ackland Insurance, number 87X out of Scotland. And Paul Ballantyne out of Brantford in the Roxy's Tap and Grill, number 9. Coming to the green flag, 20 laps the distance for the Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Cars. Double greens in the air from Kyle McKenzie. We're underway, and Holly Porter has the lead down through 1 and 2. Jerry Hill right there in tow in the second spot. Jesse McDonald third. It's side by side for fourth. Ryan Hunsinger and Eric McGlone. Oh, I thought we were going to have troubles up in 4. Yeah, Trevor Young with troubles in the 51. He'll gather it back up.
All kinds of chaos there through the middle of the field in turns 3 and 4. Trevor Young off the pace and has problems in the 51 machine. He's trying to head that car to the pit area. Will stay green for the moment as Holly Porter leads the field across the stripe to complete lap number 2. And now Young is stopped at the top of corner number 2, and that'll bring out the yellow flag.
That lap was not a good lap for Trevor Young. He had problems in 3 and 4, and then finally the car comes to a halt to the high side of corner number 2. So Clinton Jeffrey and the safety crew will head up there.
Most of the teams in the pit area are going to bring a brand new bicycle to give away, so you do not want to miss it.
My stomach says I need a new bike.
Mine too.
I could ride it to lunch and dinner. Here we go. Back to the green flag. Ollie Porter, Jerry Hill, and Jesse McDonald. Green flag in the air.
Holly Porter gets the early advantage in the number 1 machine. Jesse McDonald throws it to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to take second away for the 49 of Jerry Hill. Hill holds the momentum up at the top side and takes that second spot down into corners 1 and 2. Ryan Hunsinger and Eric McGlone going at it for the 4th position on the speedway. They're side by side off of corner number 2. Hunsinger has the advantage going into corner number 3, and McDonald now looking under Hill again for that 2nd position as they race leader Holly Porter pulling away from that 2nd place battle.
Side by side for the 2nd spot. Hill pinched up to the wall, but Jesse McDonald will cut down to the inside. Yellow flag back out. Troubles for Trevor Young again up in corner number 4 as he's up against the fence there. And that brings the caution flag out with 4 laps complete and 16 to go.
At the Ohsweken Speedway.
I called that series all last year, didn't get none of that fun. I'm so bummed out.
Yeah, Matt Shepard, Larry White, if you haven't seen it, gotten a bit of a tussle.
Look it up.
Look it up. Ollie Porter brings them to the green flag. And we'll lead them down into 1 with Jerry Hill in 2nd. Here comes Jesse McDonald, works to the outside line. Now the gunslinger working on Eric McGlone, too, down the backstretch.
Here's McDonald trying to get to the inside of Jerry Hill. Looked like they might have banged wheels at the bottom of corner number 3. Here comes Eric McGlone. He's going to join the fight for that 2nd position.
Hill right on that back Nerf bar, the 88 of Jesse McDonald, and I'm impressed by Eric McGlone, who's fighting with that veteran, the gunslinger, on the inside line and holding his own inside the top 5. Great battle there. And another guy that's done a lot of work to make his way towards the front is that 4 machine of Mac the Man. He started all the way back in the 16th position.
Yeah, he's to the inside of Aaron Turkey now, looking to take away the 6th position. Has good battles all the way around the racetrack right now. Hill, and now trouble for the number 87 of Sean Evans, turned around up in corner number 4.
Caution flag again, lap 7, 13 to go. For those of you watching at home, standings are so tight right now, and he's had the win. He's up there in contention. And even if he kind of rides around to the back, if there's some attrition here in the final 13 laps, he can pick up some valuable points.
Definitely a situation where you want to take everything you can possibly get as we get back to green flag racing. Holly Porter to the bottom side of the racetrack, and a mad dash at the front of the field as everybody slicing and dicing inside the top 5.
Well, we've waited for this from Holly Porter. She was so strong last year at times, and we were waiting for her to get this Steyrs Racing number 1 to the front, and she is there and flexing some muscle tonight. A very talented young lady.
Still Porter's number 1 machine out in front of the field as Jesse McDonald has found his way to 2nd as a 4-car battle now for the 3rd spot. Jerry Hill, Eric McGlone, Ryan Hunsinger, and Aaron Turkey all racing nose to tail for that number 3 position. McGlone holding down the 4th position now right behind the 49 of Hill as the halfway sign is given to the race leader Holly Porter. 10 laps in, 10 to go. and in convincing fashion so far with a half straightaway lead over Jesse McDonald. And problems for the McGlone number 6.
I am not sure what happened there. There's pieces laying on the track from the 6M of Eric McGlone. What a heartbreaker. So strong in the heats and the feature here tonight. Something happened on that car and it just went straight up the banking, and I'm surprised more cars weren't gathered up in that mess, but they are.
Well, Greg, over the radio, they're calling it's a header.
Yeah.
Which is so strange. So is it possible that the header fell off the car, he ran over it, and caused the damage that we're seeing there? So as you see the safety crew being very careful how they pick it up, because it's red hot, as you can imagine. And yeah, a whole bunch of the header gaskets and stuff out here around, and we'll see what happens.
They're risking life and limb and doing their job here tonight. Weird situation for Eric McGlone.
Good restart for Jerry Hill's number 49 machine, working past the 68 of Aaron Turkey up to the 3rd position. And now here's Hunsinger Demand going at it for the 5th position. Demand around the top side. He's going to break into the top 5.
Holly Porter, your leader by a good distance over the team cars. Well, actually, it's team cars right now all top. They were the top 3 as Jerry Hill now has broken that party up. But you got Holly Porter in 1st, Jesse McDonald in 2nd, then Aaron Turkey back there in 4th. All Styres cars with the Hills racing right at Jerry Hill, trying to hold on to a top 3. They're side by side, he and Turkey.
Turkey trying to take that number 3 position away from Hill's number 49 on the bottom side of the racetrack, but Hill has all kinds of momentum up on the top side, exiting turn number 4. It's been the case all race long, and Mac Demand's going to try and find a little bit of that, and now trouble off of corner 4.
Josh Shantz was up in the air and comes to a stop on his wheels. That car nearly went all the way over for St. Agatha, Ontario's Josh Shantz. So they get on the scene to see if Josh is okay. And we also have, is that Jacob Dykstra? In the 5D there in the infield as well. Clinton Jeffrey down there having a look, assessing the damage on the 18 of Josh Shantz. I'm not sure if he's going to Brighton tomorrow night. I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to watch.
So got to wonder if anything might be ailing in the number 49, our 3rd place car.
We'll have a look at him as he comes by this time around, getting ready to get back to the green flag. Single file past the restart cone. Kyle McKenzie waves the green flag, and we're back at it with 7 laps left to go.
Holly Porter doing such a great job around the bottom side of the racetrack, is hitting her marks each and every time at both ends of the speedway. This time she goes up a little bit further to the top side, exiting corner number 4, leads the field back to the stripe as Jesse McDonald's in 2nd, and now Aaron Turkey and Mac Demand both all over Jerry Hill for 3rd.
Some pretty incredible passing going on right now between Mac Demand and Aaron Turkey as they work behind the 49H of Jerry Hill. Here comes Turkey to the outside line. 5 laps left to go, and troubles for A.J. Lewis. Right in front of Brian Anacoke, and the caution will fly.
Caution coming out there for the 3 of A.J. Lewis just as that battle for the 3rd spot was heating up.
Hansen in the 88 without that header. Green flag in the air. 5 laps left to go in this one. Mini stock still to come.
Turkey getting the better of Jerry Hill on that restart, using the outside lane to power around to the 3rd spot. And now the Styres racing team, 1, 2, 3, as Mac Demand trying to wrestle the 4th spot away from Hill. Hill taking back to the bottom side of the speedway in corner number 1.
Demand on the outside of Hill. He'll take the 4th spot. The Styres cars 1, 2, and 3 right now with Porter, McDonald, and Turkey. Demand in 4th. Hill running 5th. The gunslinger Ryan Hunsinger and Jesse Costa right now having a good battle for 6th and 7th.
3 clear racing lines on the bottom, through the middle, and on the top. Drivers using all of them on both ends of the racetrack as Holly Porter gets 2 laps to go in the number 1 machine. Pole sitter has led every lap so far and trying to outrun her teammate Jessie McDonald here over the final 2 laps.
Troubles out at corner number 4. Sean Evans comes to a stop right in the middle lane. And that brings out the caution with 2 to go.
What are you doing?
I'd bet if he had a 2-way radio with his dad in his ear, it'd be hey, you're breaking up. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you. We got no headers. What?
Back to the green flag. 2 laps left to go for Holly Porter. She's been dominant all night in this one, trying to get her first win of 2017.
Down the back straightaway for the number 1 machine as her teammates Jessie McDonald and Aaron Turkey battle with Mac the Man for the second spot off of corner number 4. White flag to Holly Porter.
Holly looking for her 6th career win. That would move her into a tie for 4th overall in Crate Sprint Car history. Here it comes off of corner 4. Double checkers in the air. Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Car feature winner Holly Porter. Jessie McDonald 2nd, 3rd will be Aaron Turkey. 4th is Mac the Man. 5th will go to Jerry Hill. 6th is Jesse Costa. 7th is Ryan Hunsinger. And we've got Trevor Young on his side down in corner number 4. That will bring out the red flag. And fireworks. So Trevor Young on his side down in corner number 4. Holly Porter, your winner. Jessie McDonald, 2nd. Aaron Turkey, 3rd. 4th will be Mac DeMan. 5th, Jerry Hill. 6th, Jesse Costa. 7th is Ryan Hunsinger. 8th, Hannah Ferrel. 9th, Mike Thorne. And Josh Hansons, without the right side header, completes it in the top 10. As they get Trevor Young from last week.
Well, before he puts his helmet back on, Trevor, you finally got your first real night of sprint cars in. Lots of trouble on your side, a bit of a fire. You okay? That's the main thing?
Oh, I am fine, Clint. That was just a soft tip over. The fuel was a bit of a problem. I saw it coming out, so these guys were quick getting here. I was ready to get out of the car as soon as I got upright.
Are you having fun?
Oh, it's a blast. It's a challenge. Like tonight, the track was slick and then heavy at the same time. So.
Good job, Trevor. How about a hand for Trevor Young, ladies and gentlemen? He's all right, one of the newcomers here. This might be your child's teacher if you're in Hamilton. Tonight, wow, they put a lot of effort into their cars and put on a show for you great fans.
Holly Porter.